Hey there! Today I'm going to teach you how to make some kitchen crafts that are perfect for gift giving. You can adjust them to make them work any time of year. I'm going to show you some holiday ones. So we're going to make this together. It's a pretzel wreath, and most people do love chocolate dipped pretzels, and I'm going to show you how to form them in the shape of a wreath. So you're going to start with some almond bark, and everything that I'm using today, all the ingredients you can pick up at Aldi. You can get them pretty much anywhere, but I did get everything at Aldi. So we need a package of almond bark, and we're going to make two different recipes with it today. So I've got some here melted. I just took a little bit of it. You're going to take 12 pretzels, the little ones, and you're going to dunk them. And I can see this one is just a little bit too, it's not melted enough. I'm gonna borrow it from the second one. So I've got even more of it here. So you're gonna dunk these up to the halfway point of your pretzel. Okay, so you can see like this, it's a little bit messy, don't worry about it. It totally works when you're finished. And you might get chocolate on your fingers. So that means if you are making this with kiddos, they're gonna be totally excited because they can lick their fingers and they're just eating their own anyway, so it's all right. So you're gonna dunk them and you're gonna make 2 layers. So we're gonna put 6 of them on the bottom, and you can see they're shaped here like a wreath. Did any of you ever make Christmas crafts with your families or holiday crafts? This is definitely one of those that I have been making for many, many years, and they're fun and they're easy, and there's something about the sweet and salty that totally works. So we got them all dunked. When you do that top layer, you're staggering them opposite. So it's kind of like laying bricks, okay? So once you've got it set like this, you're gonna take some of your favorite sprinkles for whatever holiday you wanna make them for. Let me grab my thing, open it up. So we'll do these. And you wanna sprinkle quickly after you do it so that it's gonna stick like glue, okay? These will get firm in about 15 minutes. And they make a perfect little gift. You can put it in a Ziploc bag, you can tie a ribbon around it and use it to decorate your tree if you want, but you're gonna wanna eat them, so you can do it this way. Now, let's say you've got some extra pretzels and you're not interested in making it as a holiday thing, just take them and throw them right into your almond bark. Take a fork, got one right here. You don't need fancy tools for this. Just dunk it, pull out your pretzel, and lay it right on your parchment. Now, parchment paper works great for this because it doesn't stick when you're making candies, okay? So I'm just gonna pull these out, and again, in about 10 minutes or so, they totally firm up. You can do pretzel rods, anything like that. Okay, so there's the first batch. Now let's make some winter crunch bark. I'll slide this over. We'll get rid of the almond bark. You saw what that was, right? You can also use the Ghirardelli white chocolate. That works too. Sometimes there have been some years, like at Sam's, I was able to get a big old brick of it, and that works just as well. Okay, so for our winter crunch bark, I've got another piece of parchment. This has 4 ingredients. Super simple. So we've got that almond bark here from before. And to this, we're gonna add a couple of things. We've got 2 cups of Rice Krispies. So you're gonna throw that in. And we've got some toasted almonds. So you're gonna take about 3/4 of a cup of whole almonds, chop them with your food chopper, toast them until they start to smell nice. And then to this, you're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of craisins. Now, the craisins add beautiful color for this. So just mix it all up. And we're gonna put just half of this in with the the Rice Krispies and almond bark. So just eyeball it, just do half. And I'll set this over here for now. And we're just gonna mix it all up until it's well coated. And unlike marshmallows, when you're doing Rice Krispie treats, it's not quite as sticky, but it's going to be a little bit. And once everything is coated, you're done. So this is a nice recipe also to make with kids because it's simple, it's only 4 ingredients. And the other thing that I love about this stuff is it lasts really well. So if you have a special event or you're doing something with your family, you can make this up even a month ahead probably would be fine. Okay, so when you're done, just gonna put it right on a piece of parchment. If you need it quickly, take like one of your baking stones or your cool and serve tray, make sure the base is cold, and then you can just pour this on a cold surface that's lined with parchment, and it will be fine. So basically what you're making here is candy. So you want it to be pretty thin or else it's gonna be really too much. So spread it out. Smells yummy. And you can play with this recipe. So if you prefer like chopped dried cherries or different other chopped fruits, you could do that. I like the craisins because they look festive, I think, like the season. All right, so we've got that just like that. Now we're gonna take the rest of this mixture, same thing, right? And I'm just gonna sprinkle it over the top, and that makes it look really pretty. So when this is done, firming up, it'll take about, I don't know, in the fridge it would only take like 30 minutes. If you just leave it on your countertop, maybe an hour or so, maybe not even. But I would wait until it's nice and firm. And then you can just take a chef's knife and cut it into little squares. All right, so just gently pat it. Your fingers aren't gonna get too goopy because you're touching the almonds. And what you're doing is you're pressing it into the almond bark, and it's gonna solidify. So this is gonna be really nice, cut up into small pieces like fudge, and there you go. So we've got some festive winter crunch bark and pretzel wreaths. I hope you'll try making these with your families this season. An easy gift idea, and it's kind of fun. Enjoy making it. I'll post the recipes in the comments in case that's helpful to any of you. Take care.